We go down this. It's loud as shit. Hold up. Let me see if I can turn this down a bit. We go down this dope-ass street. It's a cool village. Apologies to the videos in like 160p. But it was tight. It was a tight, quiet little village. We pull up. Check out the room. The room's fucking crazy.
Where you're like...
Yeah, it's not even remotely good.
Where you're like setting me up for disappointment.
I'm just saying, like, I don't want you to think that because I've done this before that it just suddenly gets bigger when you get in there.
I'm not going to look at your cock.
You have to.
I forgot about this conversation. This is right before we were going to the onsen. And Connor was being weird about it.
Look.
And I'm not going to look at your cock.
You have to.
And I hope neither you...
You're going to be thinking about it the whole time. You have to look.
Don't look at... What are you doing?
I'm going to immediately look at your cock. Like, the... Oh!
Because that's what you do. That's what you do in Japan with the homies. Is you go to a ryokan, which again is just a traditional Japanese inn. All right. I don't know exactly what makes it a ryokan. I think they have to like have a certain level of customer service, certain types of foods, and then offer an onsen maybe. And then the big appeal though is of course the onsen, which is like hot natural spring water or hot spring water that like naturally occurs in the area, pumped into like a big public bathtub with certain levels of minerals. And I've always kind of fancied the idea of a public bath. I don't know why. I think it's because I was super into Greek mythology. I feel like maybe it trends to be a guy thing, or maybe I'm just projecting me because I'm a guy. But I feel like every dude has a Greek mythology phase at some point. And I had one. I had a Greek mythology phase for like 4 years. I was obsessed with Greek culture, and I always thought public baths were fucking tight. I thought they were dope. I don't know. It just seemed like it was cleaner somehow and more enjoyable, more relaxing than a regular bath. It's like halfway between a bath and a pool. So anyway, we hit up the onsen, and the onsen's fucking beautiful, this place. It's like twofold. So you walk in, the first thing you're supposed to do at one of these onsens is they have showers. So you bathe yourself. You wash off your dick and balls and your hair so that when you go into the actual onsen bath, you're not going to sully it up at all, right? You don't want to make it all dirty. Let me see if I can get pictures of it. I didn't bring my phone in, obviously, so I don't have any pictures of it, but maybe there's pictures online. Yeah, it kind of looks like this. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, it looks fucking, dude, it looks fucking tight. So they had two sections, right? One's indoor section, a section like this. Huge open window, overlooks a lake, bunch of fucking mountains, super nice hot bath water. It's like, 98 degrees or some shit. There's like a little bath or shower section here. And then we went upstairs, and there's an upstairs section that's also outside. And at this point, it was nighttime. It wasn't daytime like it is here. And it was snowing, and the snow would hit you on the head, but then you'd be in this super, super warm bath underneath. And so sometimes if you go too low, you get too hot, so you just stand the fuck up. And then you get too cold, and you just sit the fuck down. And it was so tight. It was so tight. Dude, are they weird about tattoos? They're pretty chill. They didn't say shit about my tattoos. The thing is, there's not like a security guard. I was always nervous because I have tattoos that I'd pull up to this shit. And they'd be like, no, sir, you are tatted. Fucking dope tattoos. Seriously, but you cannot get in. But they don't have like a dude. There's not like a guy there that's like, turn around. Spread the cheeks. Nothing there. Great. Check. They don't have that. What could happen is if you walk in to the onsen, there could be one of the people who are also in there with you, who are like, we saw this fucking white dude who's tatted. Can you get him out of here? And they carrying you. That could happen. Right? But the fortunate thing is all my tattoos are on my legs. So when I'm in the tub, when I'm in the bath, you can't really see it. It's underwater. Unless they're doing this, which is like, what are you looking for? All right, the one-eyed monster in the pool, little weird. You're probably fine. So it wasn't a big deal. It wasn't a big deal. The reason for the tattoo thing, by the way, also isn't like some cultural sensitivity to like the tattoo tainting the water. It's purely because in Japanese history, people with tattoos are generally part of like the Yakuza. And I think that like the onsen was, you know, they didn't want them there because gang activity. And that's pretty much it. And I always thought it was like, oh, the fucking tattoos would fucking taint the water. But I was just making up shit. I was just making it's actually nothing to do with that. And it's actually way chiller now. I know it's not pronounced a ryokan, but I'm not going to like sit here and sweat the language. Here's the thing, bro. I'm live right now to a mostly American audience. I'm not going to come out here and be like, yeah, I was at the ryokan in Sapporo. And we had ramen. And it was delicious. And then we had ice cream. Like I'm trying to sweat it. I was at the fucking ryokan in Sapporo, and I went to a goddamn onsen, all right? Because I'm a fucking American. I'm a goddamn American. So anyway, we go to the onsen, right? It's tight. It's beautiful. And the one thing I was a little concerned about, and it's the thing that everybody knows when they go into the onsen, is that your dick and ball are out there. And all your homies are going to look at your meat, which is a weird thing. And I don't say look at your meat like they're like, all right, boys, let's do the check. Line up. Nice. So. It's just that you're all naked and everybody's kind of like, and like you do one of those. Well, just one quick, you know, like imagine this is your dick. And I'm like, it just happens. It just happens. And I was concerned the whole time, not about people seeing my dick, but about being embarrassed about my dick. Because I don't want to be embarrassed about any single part of my body ever. And it's not a situation that I've been in the past. I mean, I guess the entire world has seen my ball sack. But my dick is a sacred thing. Not many people have seen my dick. Okay? All right? But I also didn't want to be all shy about it and walking around like this, you know? And so I took the opposite approach. I was like, I am going to be proud of who I am. I'm going to be proud of my body. I'm going to walk around. And I remember right after we left the onsen, Connor came up to me. He was like, what was that? And I was like, what was what? And he was like, you're walking around weird. And I was like, what do you mean? And he was like, well, you're doing this. And he gets up and he does this. And I was like, and I told him my logic. And he was like, yeah, that just made everyone look at your dick more. And I was like, no, I was trying not to be embarrassed. I was trying not to be embarrassed of my cock and balls. I didn't know onsen etiquette. I was just letting my shit hang. It's just a dick and ball at the end of the day. All right, let's just keep it a buck. If Eve hadn't taken a bite from the apple, we'd all have our dick and balls out. I calls it like I sees it. So that's ryokan. Super fucking nice. We also had dinner. Dinner was tight as shit. Oh shit, that's not what I wanted to do. This is what I wanted to do. So there's like this sick ass buffet area.
Eating at a ryokan in Hokkaido Prefecture, and this white guy sat down across from
it was tight. It was tight. I didn't leak anything. They give you these like little fucking robes. I forget what they call them. And you just wear them around the whole building. One thing I liked about a ryokan as opposed to like a 4 or 5 star hotel is like if you go to a 4 or 5-star hotel, normally you're situated at a place where you're supposed to do a thing, right? So if you're at like Niagara Falls, you're supposed to visit the falls. If you're at Vegas, you're supposed to go gamble and maybe see a show or two. But if you go to Ryokan, that's the whole shit. It's not like there's another thing you're supposed to go to. You're at that ryokan to go to that ryokan, to go to the onsen, to eat fucking food that's yummy, and go to bed and sleep in fun bed. That's it. So it's way more relaxing than I think going to like a nice hotel that is attached to some sort of tourist destination. Because if you go to New York City and you stay at a 5-star hotel, I think you feel like a shithead if you never leave the hotel, even if it's nice and has all the amenities possible, because you didn't get to explore the city, you know? How long am I streaming? Probably another 2 hours. So anyway, this is the food. This is the food. Let me see if I got some videos. They shot a shit ton. It was honestly kind of mid. It was a buffet style food. It was aight. It was aight. It got the job done. But what was tight though is they had fucking, check this out. Hold on, let me see. I think I got it. They had fireworks. It was tight as hell. They have them every night. It's just a bunch of people in yukatas sitting around. That's what the dress thing is.
Uh-oh.
Looking at fireworks. Hold up. The end was kind of tight. I think I have a video of the end. Shit was tight as hell. That's day 2. By the way, I also got fucking shafted day 2. Because I was traveling in a group of 5, right? It was me, Aiden, Connor, Stans, and Rochelle. And Stans and Rochelle, obviously married. They're staying together. Me, Aiden, and Connor would stay in our own room. So it'd be us 3 and then them 2. But because I booked it somewhat wrong, I booked it like an American. So I booked 2 rooms. You know, 1 room for 2 people, 1 room for 3 people. But what I didn't know is in Japan, they're weirdly strict about how many people you assign to a room. In America, you book a room for 1 person, then you shove 15 people in that room to split it across 15 ways so you can go to Vegas for basically $4. That's like the American strategy. And that's fine. It's like totally chill. Everybody does it. In Japan, however, you specifically, even if it's the same room, pay more money if you have 3 or 4 people in it versus 2 people or 1 person. The price will change depending on how many people are in the room. Just changes outright. I don't know why specifically, but every single time I pulled up, because I booked it for 2 people, for me, Aiden, and Connor, I just booked a room for 2 people. They're like, oh, you got to pay more. And I was like, all right, whatever, I'll do that. Not only do you have to pay more, they said, hey, the room that you booked doesn't have enough space for 3 people. So we're going to have to swap you to Stan's and Rochelle's room. And I'm like, all right, no big deal. The next day, I go to look at Stan's and Rochelle's room. Dude, look at their fucking room. Shit, it's not loading. Look at the room I missed out on, dude. Bro. How could you not fit 3 people in there? I swear to God, they told me 3 times. They said, you cannot go to this room. It will not fit 3 people. So instead, we're in our room that I showed you earlier, which is like, it was fine. It got the job done. It was a small, cute, cozy little room. But the room that they had, holy shit. That could have fit like 6 people. I didn't even show you the whole room, by the way. There was 2 twin beds on the other side of it. Look at the view from the room. That's crazy. That's a screensaver. They had to work. Stan's got hooked up, bro. And I also filmed this. And this is the worst part of all. They told me there wasn't enough space in the room. I opened one of the closets in Stan's room. They had all the futons ready to go. And all the space to put them on. Like literally 4 futons right there. Just ready to go. What? I can't be mad. I still had a great time. The onsen was fire. I'm just flabbergasted. Why'd you take so many pictures of the ice cream? The ice cream was good. What do you want from me? Yeah, that is the next thing. The next thing we went to do is get ice cream. It is the best ice cream I ever had in my life. Straight up. Straight up the most godlike ice cream I've ever had. Have you hit the Luddy in Japan? Embarrassingly, I have. I hit it once. Oh, shit. I keep doing that. Okay, I don't know. They had this ice cream place that served gelato that had also a fire view. I think I took a pic of it. Yeah, there it is. It also, there was the Kingdom Hearts ice cream. I forgot about that. They had the Kingdom Hearts ice cream at this place because they had blue salt ice cream, which I think is what they eat in Kingdom Hearts 2, right? In Twilight Town. Hainer Pensolette. They eat sea salt ice cream that's blue. They had that shit here. Dude, it was actually... It was actually baller as hell. Better than Italy? I think so. I think, like... I imagine most Italian gelateries are better at making gelato, right? I'm not going to make an argument that Japan's better at it. Specifically, this place, though, they just have good cows. And those good cows drop good milk. And at the end of the day, gelato is just the ingredients that are in it. And so if you have better milk, it's going to taste better. So I think they just have better milk. Their milk is just nuts. They also sold string cheese there. It was nuts. It was just, it was delicious. It was a delicious treat. That was ice cream place. I think this is our last day that we were there.